Good evening, my Yarney friends. I'm Jamie with Redbird Stitches. This channel is predominantly crochet, yarn, fiber arts. I do a little bit of thrifting. I do a little bit of filet crochet. I'm learning that. And I just wanted to say hello. I've been missing you guys. For those that are back again, thank you for spending a little time with me on the internet. And those that are new here, I can't speak, it's Friday night. Thank you for stopping and pausing on my channel. I really appreciate it. If you like my video, if you could give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, please don't hesitate to pop those in the comments section. I wanted to show you guys some things. As you can see behind me, there's some yarn. And for those that aren't aware, it's been kind of pretty much on a lot of the social media. I can't think, my words are plaguing me tonight, so I apologize. On social media, there's been a lot of chit chat about Hobby Lobby. They have a annual clearance yarn sale that is for the majority of like their discontinued colors. So they usually do it in the month of June. Now I have two stores that are relatively close to me. One is about 12 miles away and one is about 4 miles away. So when I saw that everybody was talking about their yarn that they picked up, I called the closest one, and they, as of Wednesday, actually Thursday, yesterday, they did not have their sale started yet. So then I called the one that is the 10-mile away one, and of course they started their sale. I didn't ask when, but they started it. So I changed my schedule yesterday, and I made it possible to go to the Hobby Lobby that's 10 miles away. So with that, I'm going to show you some of the yarn that I purchased, and we can look at it together. So I'm going to start with this here. I purchased this cotton. It's for washcloths, bookmarks. You could do pot holders with it. You have to make sure that when you are doing anything that's going to be used with like hot things out of the oven, you always have to use cotton because acrylic will melt, because you know acrylic is predominantly plastic. So this ball is usually $2.99. I got it for 74 cents. Yeah. And the weight is a number 4 medium, but it's a small medium because it's not very big. You know, it's not big. And the yard is 120 yards. Now you have to be careful. It's a crafter secret. You have to be careful because in Hobby Lobby there's like two sizes of this. There's one that's a little bit smaller, and it's still the same $2.99 price. So sometimes different colorways are different prices, but what I'm trying to tell you is the yardage might be different. So I always try and find the color that's got the most yarn for the amount that they're charging, okay? So I bought 2 of those, and then I purchased this Fundamental Cotton Solid skein. The color is aqua, and it is a number 4. It's 164 grams. It's 100% mercerized cotton, and they carry a couple different kinds of cotton there. And this one, even though it's mercerized, to me it's not as soft as the other one that they have there, but it's by far not a problem. The original price is $5.49, and I got this for $1.37. So what I'm planning to do is use these colors together. So you'd have like, you know, the multicolor. Sometimes I'll do like a washcloth with like the solid color, like I showed last week in my video, like a solid color, and then like a pretty color, an accent color around the trim or something like that, just to break it up a little bit. You can make coasters with this cotton. You could do like a bandana or even like a headband with this cotton. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do with it. Then this wasn't on sale, but I wanted to show it to you anyway. It's a number 8 crochet cotton. It's thin. It's what you use for filet crochet. And it was $1.99, which is not expensive. 120 yards. Hand wash, machine wash, or machine wash in cold water with mild soap. Do not bleach, rinse well. So I purchased this because, as you guys have seen, I'm starting to do some filet crochet. And so I wanted to start like a traditional project just for myself with the cream color. And I also have a antique piece that I've showed you before. And remember the little shell around the corner of it wasn't finished. So that's why I purchased that, because I want to finish the little scallop shell. It's only like maybe, I don't know, I think it was like 10 shells that I think they ran out of it and just never finished it. So I'm gonna finish it. And so that was the cotton that I purchased. And then I love this colorway. It's a really light gray, and it has these little baubles. It's like a tweed yarn. It's got little baubles of fluorescent colors. See the little bits and pieces? Now those fluorescent colors, they fluoresce. So if you shine a black, I don't have my black light, good, I'm doing really good. I want to think of the English word as torch, but that's not it. Anyway, when you shine a black light on it, those colors will fluoresce. Okay, this is the I Love This Yarn brand, and the regular price is $4.99. I got it for $2.49. And it is, the yardage is 252 yards, so that's about half price. It's 90% acrylic, 8% viscose, and 2% polyester. I just remembered the word I was trying to get. Flashlight. So if you had your black light flashlight, if I had mine, those would fluoresce. So I purchased six skeins of this, and my idea is that I want to make a cardigan or a pullover sweater. I'm not sure which. I like my pullover sweater that I did before. It was an MJ's Off the Hook. Actually, it was a Brianna K pattern. And so it worked out really well. But I'd really like to have a really light cardigan. And this is a number 4 yarn. But it has like, those little bits could be like a little bit chunky. So that's why I really want to do a light cardigan. So I got enough yarn. I got plenty of yarn to do that. Again, it was 252 yards. So number 4, like I said, wash 40 degrees Celsius, dryer, don't iron, don't bleach. So it's basic yarn. And this is super soft and squishy. It's very, very soft. I don't know if you've ever used I Love This Yarn, but that is a brand that I'm familiar with. I've made, let's see, probably 4 of the capes that I make. I've used this brand, and they come out cute. The yarn holds up. So anyway, that's going to be some type of sweater. I'm hoping, I really want to have a light sweater because I want to bring it with me on my trip, and I'm, packing pretty light, so I didn't want a real bulky sweater. So that's what this is earmarked for. Then I loved this color. Look at this color. it's like the peacock colors. It's got some purple, some turquoise, a darker bluish purple, some pretty bright green. So yeah, I would say that's an indigo, not purple. I would say that's like an indigo color. So, and this one says it's a print, and the color name is Peacock Tails, and you use a number 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. It's a number 4 yarn, 100% acrylic, 252 yards. It's usually $4.99 a skein, and I got it for $2.49. So I am planning on making my BFF from high school. I'm planning on making her a caplet with this yarn because she loved the caplet that I made last winter. So, and she lives in upstate New York, so she could definitely use something snuggly and warm. So I'm gonna make her one of those, and she loves this colorway. She loves peacocks. So anywho, and that caplet usually takes about, I know it takes 2 solid skeins. It might take a little bit more of the third. So I'm hoping I can make her a matching headband. So that's the plan. She doesn't watch my show, so she doesn't even know that I record. So so it won't be a spoiler because she doesn't know about it. So I got enough for that project. Then I got this colorway because I really liked it. This is the same brand. It's got blue, a little gold, some green, red, bits of red, and like a cream color is the base. And this is also a print, it says, and it is 152 yards, 100% acrylic, number 4 yarn, 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, or 5 millimeter knitting needles. And this was as well $2.49. So I'm planning on doing a cape and putting it in my Etsy shop, something new, you know, some new color. And so yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing with this. Not bad. Now, in my living room, I have a blanket that I made last year, and it's like a sable-y brown color. It's the throw on the couch that I use, and it has a pretty trim that's like an accent color. It's got greens and some more brown and cream. I had originally purchased the yarn to make a cardigan, but it was I thought it was too chunky, and I didn't want a chunky cardigan on a chunky body. That doesn't look good for me. So I was like, no, I really didn't care for that. And when I saw the patterns, and I was like, this isn't the right combination. So I used the yarn, and I just made a nice throw with it. And I used that blanket a lot. Like I said, it's like a dark sably brown. Well, I've been wanting to make another blanket for my living room that's more like a winter colorway. So I really wanted to make one that's, you know, for spring and summer, you know, to carry me through. So this is what I came up with. And this matches the decor in my living room. There's this color, and this color. So this is gonna be the main color, which is like a khaki, and it's got some cream. You can see that it's got some cream in it too. And this is the sample. That's what it looks like when it's knitted, okay? It is 111 yards, a number 6 weight, It's 80% acrylic and 20% alpaca. It says to use a 10mm crochet hook and use 10mm knitting needles. So 111 yards. The regular price is $9.99 a skein. It's Yarn Bees is the brand. Sorry, I haven't told you that. The color is called Barn Owl. The price I got it for per skein is $2.49. Yeah. So, like I said, this is going to be the main color. I want to do a striped blanket, like do a nice chunky with the main color, then put like this sage color. I'm gonna have to figure out how I want, what progression I want to use for the colors, but then I also got this like blue color. So that is gonna be my blanket for the living room, and I can't wait. I'm gonna start it. I've been looking at patterns, but I'm gonna start it. So this is the Barn Owl, okay? This color is Neptune Horizon, and it's like a bluish, it's more of a bluey, it's not like a baby blue, but it's got some, it's like a greenish blue. It's real pretty. I love it. And then this one is like a sage color. The color's dried sage, so yeah. Made in Turkey, has the Ocal-Tex, so it's, doesn't have any harmful, supposedly chemicals sprayed on it. And so yeah. Now it's interesting because they've been changing their prices. Hobby Lobby's been changing their prices because this ball, right, or this skein is $8.99. Whoops, avalanche. $8.99, and then this one is $9.99. So they've been increasing their prices along the way. So, and you can tell this was around for a while because it's more fuzzy, but I don't care. It's just going to be a blanket on the couch, so it'll get its wear and tear. Let me see if I have any more information on here for you guys. No, I think that's it. So I bought 4 of these, the main color, and then I bought 3 of the accent colors. So that's 10 and 100 yards. So that's just over 1,000 yards. So that should make a really nice blanket. I'm excited about that. So I've got some projects to do, but really I saved a ton of money. Yeah, crazy. $249, are you kidding me? Can't pass that up. So even though I was stash busting, trying to get rid of some stuff, I just brought in a whole crap ton of more yarn. But we knew that was gonna happen. So that is my, oh wait, I got a couple more little things. I forgot this part. So they have this little stress ball. It says, I didn't even open it yet. It looks like a little skein of yarn. It says, yarn keeps me sane. And let's see, it was originally $2.99. I got it for 74 cents. Yeah. And then I got these cute bookmarks. They have the magnetic, they fold and they're magnetic. These were $1.99. I got them for 50 cents. Because sometimes I'm reading a pattern and I have to get up and I don't want to fold the page in my book. So I was like, yeah, I'll get some magnet bookmarks. And then I got these cute, look at these cute little small little bags, gift bags or whatever. But I love the little gnome, and he's got the yarn and a cute little mushroom with tassels. $2.49. I got it for 62 cents. I bought 2 of those. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take both of those because I can give gifts in them. I can use them for project bag, you know, whatever. So those are the things that I scored at Hobby Lobby. Now, I don't know when my closer Hobby Lobby is going to, they said possibly tomorrow, but I won't be able to go tomorrow because I'm going to Epcot tomorrow with my hubby. We're gonna go for the day. So I'm gonna probably check it out on, because Hobby Lobby's closed on Sunday, so I'll probably check it out on Monday to see if they've put anything on sale. And as far as I've been seeing, like when I've been watching other YouTubers and they've showed their hauls, they have a lot of the similar yarns that they've been purchasing. And there was some things that I didn't purchase. I'm not big on the real big blanket yarn. It really hurts my hands. I really honestly can't do it. Even when I'm making my henny penny chickens, I have to be careful because it just hurts. My hands fall asleep. I don't know if you guys have that, but yeah, so I didn't buy any of the big blanket yarn. Now this is something I wanted to show you guys because I've been wearing these and they seem to help a little bit. The compression hand gloves. Have you guys seen these? I bought these years ago, and every once in a while it's like I have this flare up where my hands go numb all the time and it drives me insane. It hurts, you know. It's like when you're sitting on your foot wrong and your foot falls asleep. It hurts. So I've been wearing my hand braces to bed, and I've been wearing these when I crochet, and I've even been wearing my braces when I crochet because every few stitches my hand's asleep. It drives me nuts. So I don't know, has anybody used these before? Can you guys, if you have, let me know how they work for you. If you haven't, like I said, I've used them over the years. They do feel good. So, you know, we can just do so much with our little precious hands, right? Gotta take care of ourselves. The other thing, I love to read. So I've always got a book going. And I was at the store the other day, a thrift store the other day. And my girlfriend and I have been talking about the Let Them theory with Mel Robbins. I'm sure you guys, if you don't know who she is, Google it. And it's interesting because it's like trying to let things go so you're not bothered by everything. I told my girlfriend, I said, I'm just bothered by everything, even myself. So I've been reading that book with her theory, and I'm about 7 chapters in, and it's pretty good. You know, it makes a lot of sense. There's 2 parts to the let them theory. It's, you know, when somebody's irritating you, you're like, let them do what they're doing. But then there's also the caveat to that is the second portion is let me. Like, there's different ways to handle things. What are you going to do so that you can not be irritated by this situation or whatnot? So I got the book on sale. I mean, I got it at the thrift store for $1.92. Not bad. So I'm enjoying that book. I was in the pool today and I was floating in the floaty and I was reading. So I was like, I told my friend, I said, you know, if I fall asleep like I have in the past, at least this book, it wasn't a bunch of money. It was $2. So anyway, I want to show you guys that book. It's pretty good. It's a good summer read. Now, I also found these pretty little things. They're like little doilies. Somebody made them. So pretty. And I got them at the thrift store for 50 cents. I couldn't leave them there. I don't have any business buying another doily, okay? But for 50 cents, I mean, look how pretty. Look how pretty the edge is. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's like a little flower. So I like this because it gives me ideas for my own stuff, like my own designs and stuff. And it's absolutely beautiful. And I just don't feel like I could leave it in the thrift store for 50 cents. So it came home with me, and I'm gonna put it under my drinking cup and use it. And then there was one more. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? This is the edging. Oops, sorry. So it goes to a point. Baxy's getting comfortable in my chair. See how that is? All the way around. So you do it in a circle, and then you do this part in the points with the skip space. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at all that work. 50 cents. I couldn't believe it. So I rescued it. That kills me. So much work. And it's thread. It's just thread. Like, that's a 0. You'd have to use a 0 hook with that. 50 cents. So yeah. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. I think I'm gonna frog my big white chicken. I shouldn't have made her that big. So I think I'm gonna frog her, and I'm gonna double up the chenille yarn, and so it works up fast, because I need it to work up fast. I don't want to take forever on the chicken. So anyway, and I did figure out which patterns I was going to use for this yarn. This beautiful yarn. So that's going to be in my next video. I've worked up part of the pieces that I'm going to use for my trip. I decided what I was going to do. I also finished, I used the yarn my mom brought me back from her recent trip. It's all done. So I'm gonna record another video, and I'll show you my makes for the week. And I just wanted to share the Hobby Lobby stuff, so that if you can catch a deal, if you need some extra yarn in your stash, that's a reasonable way. I mean, those prices are cheaper than I could purchase it at a Goodwill or a thrift store, and it's brand new yarn. So, you know, $2.50, you don't find yarn for $2. I don't, anyway, not around here. So, so yeah, I did spend a little bit of money, but I sure did save a lot. So, and I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna, you know, make gifts for it, with it. I'm gonna try and sell a caplet on Etsy with it. So anyway, if you could check out my Etsy shop, I would appreciate it. If you could give it a like, it helps with the algorithm. Same thing with my Instagram. I do have a Facebook. You can find me at Redbird Stitches. It'll all be in the description box, as well as the email. My email's there. I really would like to start, if you guys want to use, send me an email requesting my address, so that we can start the wall hanging, the granny square wall hanging that represents your town or where you're from in the world. I made the orange and I sent it to SETTA at SETTA's place. If you don't know who I'm referring to, I will go ahead and put, she's a fellow crocheter on YouTube Streets, and I had talked to her. I had seen in her background of her studio a wall hanging that she did, a blanket of all granny squares of some of her subscribers and where they come from in the world. So I talked to her about it, and this is for anybody that's new. And she said that it would be fine if I wanted to adopt that project as well, and I loved it. I thought it was amazing, and so I sent her the little granny square that represents me, Central Florida, so I figured an orange would be perfect. So if you would like to make a granny square and send it to me, if you could email me a request for my address, because I don't have a P.O. box, I would be more than happy to share that with you so that we could start a granny square blanket. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope that you have a moment, if you could, like I said, if you did like my video, if you could give it a like. It helps a lot with the algorithm. It helps me get out there on the YouTube streets and people find me. So again, you guys take care, be good to yourselves. Don't take time for granted, you know, spend some good time with your family, some crafting time. It's all about trying to find a balance. So with that, I hope you guys do good, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.